Hello everybody, in today's video we will be reviewing the Cubicle Labs Yuxin Magic M. So obviously this cube is from the Cubicle and it is Cubicle Labs, so you can only get it from the Cubicle, but it comes at a really good price for the other cubes that they set up and kind of experiment with lubricant and tensions and all that stuff. First, let's start out with performance. First of all, we'll go with the speed on this thing. So, obviously, it keeps its speed from its predecessor, the regular Yuxin Magic, which was very fast and to some uncontrollable. So this is a very fast cube, probably one of the fastest on the market. Some would also say that it is the most uncontrollable on the market. But I think this, since it's magnetic and set up by the Cubicle, I think, personally, is much better with stability. Now let's go with corner cutting. So this cube does a solid, almost a piece, almost this entire corner piece, before starts to take a little bit more effort to do it, and that is one way that it could lock up. Now if we go to reverse, it does a good about half the corner until it gets to the point where it just goes over by the regular corner cutting. So like you can do this, and then when you get to there, it kind of just does that. And it could lock up. Next, we'll go to pops. So this cube is prone to popping. It happens every couple solves. And it's only if you, like, majorly lock up or you're just turning too fast. Now we'll look at price range. So obviously, its predecessor, the regular, I'll just call this the original instead of the predecessor. The original comes at $5, and people are really, happy about the price, because it is an amazing price for this cube, and I honestly don't see any other cube, besides maybe the MF3RS, get better than this for this price. Now for the Cubicle Labs one, it's different because they price it a lot more expensive, but this is very cheap for the what their usual price range is, because usually their cubes end up being around 30 to 60 bucks. This was only 20, and it was a 3x3. Usually their 3x3s in that line are much more expensive, around 40, 35. This would be the price of like one of their 2x2s or their new cube that they came out with. So obviously, as I said before, this thing is prone to popping, so that means the stability isn't the best, but it does get better with a lot of breaking in. It has a lot of potential for, like, to not pop. Like, obviously you could tighten it. I don't really like to mess with tensions that come from people who are experts at tensioning. And I generally like loose cubes, so I kind of wanted to keep this like that. But yeah, it does come very loose out of the box, and you can tell that it will pop, but for the most part, it's, as long as you turn accurately, and you're not overshooting or really locking up a lot, then you should be fine for no pops. And it is a very strong cube. I've dropped this several times and it has not broken, probably because of the magnets. And actually, let's talk about the magnets. The magnets on this cube are pretty strong. They're probably not as strong as the X-Man Bell Pyraminx, but they're definitely not as light as something like the Wingy Cube. I'd say around the Cube Depot Rocket Yuxin Blue M, which is a very good cube. You should check that out. But this is a Cubicle video, not Cube Depot. One more thing I need to talk about before I show you a couple solves on this is that this thing, okay, so I got this and it dropped my times down to around sub 15. Then I got this and it dropped my times down even more to sub 14. So first of all, that's saying that I don't get good 3x3s. Second of all, that's also saying that there is a lot of improvement between this and this, and there's a lot more room for improvement on this. One last note, I did not put any lubricant or mess with the tensions, so this is what it would come stock and broken in.